Hi, this is What If Naruto was, evil. Yeah, I know, the darn, symbiote one, but, I'm just gonna start this one and also continue with that one. But, yeah. But, so, in this, Naruto is treated horribly. He gets pummeled to the ground each day, no matter what. Just walking into a thing, he's already bleeding, cutting up, and bloody. Walking on the streets, beaten up, bloody, and cut, and everything. He even tries to even run and go super fast to the Hokage office. Before he even gets into Hiruzen's place, into the Hokage thing, the Anbu there will beat him up. But Naruto still, after getting beat up by the Anbu, would walk in. Hiruzen, seeing this, is so angry, asking Naruto what happened. Naruto telling him each time, Anbu. And so, Hiruzen is irritated. Even his most trusted Anbu are doing this. The villagers and everything. And he's irritated. Like, he's done. These villagers have forsaken Minato's last wishes. And in this, Hiruzen literally said that Minato, literally to the whole village, said that Minato wanted this child to be praised as a hero. And they did not listen. Hiruzen actually said that to all of them, and they didn't listen. The only friends that Naruto has are actually Shikamaru and Sasuke. Sasuke hasn't had the Uchiha massacre yet, and Shikamaru, yeah, he's just Naruto's friend. And Shikamaru knows, he's smart still. He's super, super smart. So he knew that he's the Nine Tails, and also knew that he's Minato's kid. So he's instantly knew. So, like, Naruto is irritated. He's done. So, he goes into the academy. This first day, all the parents are there beating on him, and all their kids. Naruto, Shikamaru and Sasuke, except for, Mikoto and Fugaku, they didn't beat him up because they knew Kushina. They just know that that's Kushina's kid. So they weren't going to beat him up. One, that's Kushina. If they die, she's going to beat them up in the afterlife. They would bet $1 billion if they beat that child, they would die in the afterlife by Kushina. Literally, they would die in the afterlife. So, no. So, Shikamaru's parents was even doing that. While everyone was beating, and then Shikamaru, Sasuke noticed, they literally started running over to Naruto, trying to push the people away, and then try to get Naruto off. Sasuke seeing one of his closest friends beat up like this unlocks instant 2 Tomoe. Instantly. Naruto is so beat up and bloody and everything. There is a giant pile of blood right where Naruto is. Huge pile of blood. Both his legs are broken. Nose is broken. There's even cuts on his wrist that are already healed up. And they know that means he's already trying to kill himself. Like, he's slit his wrist. And his neck. The villagers, they didn't care. And they gouged out one of his eyes. This was the brutalest beating Naruto has gotten ever. And Sasuke is so freaking irritated. He literally punches one of the civilians dead in their freaking face, breaking their nose, and says, "If you ever hurt one of my friend again, the whole Uchiha clan will destroy you." And literally, they were terrified. But there was some Uchihas there. And they were like, yeah, right. But then they realized, oh, right, that's Sasuke, Fugaku's kid. Whatever he says, kind of goes. Literally, Fugaku's like, great. he just did that. So now I have to literally, if Naruto gets beat up, Sasuke will come charging at me, saying that whoever it was involved, the Uchiha clan has to kill. Great. And then I'm gonna have to fight with him and everything, and then like that's gonna happen. And so Fugaku's just mentally freaking yelling at his child for just cursing him with dealing with that, because even the council of the Uchiha head council are gonna be telling him that shouldn't have happened. Yes, Fugaku's the leader, but there's still an elder council of the clan. And this, and darn, why this time, while Sasuke's doing all this and Fugaku's yelling at himself in his head, Shikamaru is trying to help Naruto and everything. And Iruka comes out. I don't think he's actually one of the first year. I don't think he was actually a first year teacher when Naruto and all of them came in. I don't think he was their first teacher. I think that teacher actually left because of Naruto. I don't know actually, but yeah. But in this, Iruka was their only teacher and all teacher, and so Iruka comes out running out, kind of seeing what happened, sees Naruto, and he knows who Naruto is and what he did, but he doesn't care. The villagers just beat this child that literally has no control over what the Kyuubi did that night for absolutely no reason. And seeing how he looked, he instantly, because he knew a little bit of medical, so he healed all the smaller injuries, and so it wouldn't lose any more blood, kind of. And then he ran instantly to the hospital, get the major bruises fixed. But by this time, Naruto, he lost so much blood, it was insane. If he did survive, he'd at least be in a coma. And that's exactly what happened. But strangely, it wasn't a very long coma. It was a short coma. Coma of 26 days. 26 days, though. It's still a pretty long coma, but that, for normal comas, ain't long. So this man wakes up on the 25th day. He's like, where am I? Then he realized what happened. He goes straight to the Hokage's office and asks what happened to him today. And he said, nothing. You've been asleep all day. It's strange. My Anbu were supposed to tell me when you woke up. Oh, well, there are no Anbu nowhere around. How do you know? I'm actually a sensor. I can kind of sense, he literally says this, when someone's around. All I sensed was civilians in the hospital, and medical ninjas. There was no Anbu in 50 meters. So Hiruzen's angry now, and then Naruto asked, if I was sleeping all day, but I got beat. And Hiruzen said, oh right, you were in a coma. Yeah, you were beaten 25 days ago. That was 25 days ago. So Naruto's irritated. He's been out for 25 days and missed so much school. And he's like, dang it, now I'm going to have to catch up on work. And Hiruzen just laughs at this because Naruto's still kind of an idiot right now. And Naruto's not playing around. He's super irritated for just because he missed school. Now he has to make up work. And he's like, Ruka's gonna kill me. And he runs, he bolts to the academy. And then Naruto realized, wait, it's been 25 days. Dang it! Today's a Saturday for him. And he's like, dang it. So he literally just walks back home and goes to bed. So back on Monday now, he goes into the class and everything. Sasuke, Shikamaru welcome him back, and like they're talking and playing around, and Shikamaru introduces Choji. Choji kinda doesn't. Choji is actually mean to Naruto, and he says, "Shikamaru, get away from the demon." And Shikamaru just looks at Choji and like, Choji, and he just ignores Choji for the rest of the day and everything, and so Naruto and all them are still our friends still. And Sakura comes over to Naruto, like, get away from Sasuke, demon. And like, and so, and Sasuke says, go away, Sakura, you're annoying. No one likes you. Literally, Sasuke literally says this and says, I would never date you. Not in my life. Ever. I'd rather date Hinata, but because of the clan rule, both clans' rules saying an Uchiha and a darn Hyuga can't marry, even Ino would be a better choice than you. And Sakura is shocked at this. Sakura literally goes up to Naruto and punches him in the eye that is no eye there, because that didn't heal. He can't heal a missing eye. And Naruto, she hits it, and she feels an empty hole right where his closed eye was. And he's like, and she's like, huh? What? There's no eye there. Huh? Well, yes, Sakura. Of course there's no eye. Your freaking stupid parents gouged it out. Remember? Same with you. Oh, did you think the demon could heal an eye? Well, you're wrong, Sakura. Now get out of my face. Naruto's literally saying this, and Sakura is shocked that Naruto stood up for himself. Because after that beating, Naruto got mean. Like, because he realized no one likes him here other than Sasuke and Shikamaru and the third. So he's only nice to them now. And so, yeah, he just hates everyone other than those three. And, like, he doesn't care anymore. You hurt him, he's gonna hurt you twice as hard now. So, and Sakura doesn't believe him. And so she goes ahead and goes to punch him again because she's an idiot and still thinks she's the fault that Sasuke-kun doesn't love her. And so she goes to try to punch him. Naruto catches and twists her wrist and completely flips her around. Like, when her hand impacts Naruto, he switched thing and then completely rotates her like a crocodile's death roll. So she gets completely flipped over. Done for. And then she starts bawling. Everyone's seeing this whole thing the whole time. Everyone, because it's like a lunch break that they're all doing this. Iruka is literally not in the classroom right now, but he's seeing everything. Because, like, he is with Hiruzen seeing this. Naruto doesn't know that darn Iruka kinda doesn't mind what he did and is gonna be a brotherly figure to him, so he only thinks he's only nice to those three right now. He's okay with Iruka because he hasn't got to know him. Sorry for my stuttering. I don't have a reason for that. But yeah, so Naruto is just flips Sakura, and Hiruzen and Iruka are just shocked. Naruto is not that strong to be able to flip a kid almost is bigger than him, and almost weighs twice as much. Well, weighs more than him, because Naruto, remember, he's only eating ramen for like forever because it's like it's his favorite food. And that makes him a short and skinny and not that heavy built. Like, he's like mostly skin and bones right now. Sakura, she has some meat on her bones, like, because she actually eats good, and also so that makes her taller, more skin on her more meat on her bones and stuff. So yeah, and that's like to Naruto, because he's so skinny and bony. That's almost the same, like twice as the weight of him picking up Sakura and stuff. And they know this, so they're like, "Holy moly! Did Naruto just do that?" So Hiruzen tells Haruka he should go back to the academy because their lunch break is almost done and everything, and don't tell them that he saw all of it. And Iruka's just shocked that Naruto did that, and also that he doesn't have an eye. He forgot after 25 days that Naruto didn't have an eye. And then he's like, that's why one of his eyes has been closed all day. And he's irritated at Sakura now because, one, she punched him in the missing eye. Two, but that it's not his fault that her Sasuke-kun doesn't want to be around her. It's Sasuke-kun. It's Sasuke's choice. She's just a moron. And so Iruka's angry. So Iruka goes back in and starts teaching. And he's the whole time giving Sakura the frickin' side-eye angry glare. And he purposely did not call on Sakura the whole time. No matter what. So, yeah. If Sakura had her hand up, Iruka would be like, anyone got an answer? If she was the only one up. So you're telling me no one has an answer? And then he would call on someone else other than Sakura. Sakura would get angry at this. And then, in the middle of the class, go up to Naruto and say, "You're the fault. You're the reason why Iruka-sensei isn't calling me and saying I'm not here." And punches Naruto again. Naruto, knowing this was coming, grabs her hand and breaks her wrist. He doesn't turn her and flip her. No, he breaks it. Like this, it breaks, snaps. And everyone heard the crack. Pop! It just snap! Like a twig breaking. And Sakura screams so loud, everyone feels like their eardrum bursted, and like they actually have to like actually clean out their ears and try to pat their head, try to see what's wrong with their hearing, because that just hurt their ears. So, and like all that. And one student, a civilian student that's in there, actually had their ears bleeding because of the scream. Sakura got sent to the nurse and everything, and got bandaged up. And then Sakura knew not to mess with Naruto. She's scared of him now. Like, he just broke her arm because she tried to hit him. She's done. She's not gonna do that again. So she just walks past Naruto, not even looking at him whatsoever. She doesn't give him the time of day. But she does look at Sasuke like, "You're mine. Like, I will have you in my bed and stuff." And like, so Sasuke just is terrified of like Naruto because, like, one, he broke Sakura's arm. Two, he was not that strong a few weeks ago before the beating happened. So that means, one, either Naruto got trained super quickly in like one day, or Naruto was getting trained in his freaking mind. Sasuke doesn't know about Mindscape yet, so yeah, we just gonna leave it at Sasuke's thinking Naruto's a god right now. So yeah, Naruto is like a god to Sasuke right now. Sasuke is thinking, "Wow, I must have his power." Kind of like I need the power to I need to get because the thing hasn't happened, the Uchiha massacre. I need to like get that power to help Naruto and like help my friends and stuff. And I don't think Sasuke will actually ever become super evil because like just like how he did, or super arrogant, because Naruto is great friends with Sasuke right now and will instantly run over to Sasuke and comfort him and tell him like he'll be there. He'll end everything. So we're gonna actually time skip. And it's the Uchiha Massacre. Yep. Night of the Uchiha Massacre. Actually, this time, Naruto's walking with Sasuke because Sasuke just wanted to walk with Naruto. He didn't... He felt like something was off tonight. So he was walking with Naruto. Itachi, not expecting this, seeing Naruto with seeing Sasuke with Naruto was shocking. His whole plan ruined. He thought his brother would only be there. So he had to improvise. While Naruto and Sasuke were there, they started seeing corpses everywhere. Naruto literally ran with Sasuke into his house, seeing Itachi kill his parents. Itachi then walks up to them and says, "Brother, I was gonna make this whole thing so you could kill me later on in the future. And so you would hate me. So you could kill me and then revive the Uchiha clan. But it's useless. The Hokage ordered me to kill the Uchiha clan because they are plotting a coup. Brother. They're plotting a coup against Konoha. And they needed to be stopped. So, I stopped them. Naruto, please help me with my brother. Watch him. Also, I have to leave the village to become a rogue ninja because what I did tonight. Also, don't tell anyone I told you to, okay? I'm going to a group called the Akatsuki to be a spy. Naruto, you're going to have to learn how to fight the Akatsuki sooner or later because I know, Itachi, they're coming after me. I'm a tailed beast. It's their whole goal. Kill all tailed beast. Itachi is completely surprised. He did not know Naruto knew about them. He said, "Okay, both of you, be safe." And he leaves. And Sasuke is completely shocked. He hates the village. He wants to destroy it. But then he also realizes that if they didn't kill the Uchiha clan, the Uchiha would attack the whole village, killing more than what Itachi did tonight. He realized the Uchiha clan is dead. But the village, everyone else ain't. Sasuke running straight to his mother, seeing she's dead, pulls out her eye and gives it to Naruto. Naruto says, "What do you want me to do with this?" He says, "If I was, I just feel like my mother would want you to have one of her eyes, so you could see. And if it was me in my mother's place, I'd want that for you." Anyways, I can't have a comrade in arms without an eye. Naruto takes the eye, puts it in his eye, covers it back up with the bandage. He walks straight over to Mikoto, bows down and says a prayer, and at the end says thank you. And then we change positions into heaven, where Makoto is. She looks down and is heartwarmed that Sasuke gave her eye to Naruto, and she was exactly, Sasuke put in words that Mikoto literally wanted that to happen, that Naruto got her eye. And then she sees Naruto go over there, bow, and thank her. And then she is even more happy that Sasuke gave him her eye. Then Kushina runs to Mikoto and gives her the biggest hug ever, literally cracking Mikoto's back. And then with a sickening smile says, "I hope you didn't beat my child." Mikoto is literally just says, "Nope, not a bit, not even crossed my mind. I was never going to do that, for one, and two, you're my best friend. No, I knew that child was yours." And Kushina said, "I know, I could see the whole thing." And she's like, ugh. So Fugaku's like, "Oh wait, if she's here." No! Minato completely flashes in and says, "Hi, Fugaku! I hear you were planning a coup." And then the second comes. Fugaku, Mitsuki, your son Itachi, he's a genius. He's the chosen one. I love him so. The whole Uchiha clan, "Darn you, racist Tobirama!" And he's like, "What? It's not, I'm sorry that I hate you Uchihas." And he is so freaking roasting Uchihas about their death by a single Uchiha clan member. So, Tobirama, even though Itachi is like literally a Uchiha too, is praising Itachi for killing the Uchiha clan. And every Uchiha there, past, and, well, every Uchiha ever, because all of them are dead now, just punch Tobirama instantly. Like, every single one. Tobirama, of course, being dead, but he still is hurt. He's like, "Oh god, that hurt." So, and then, so we go back to Naruto's point of view. Naruto actually helps Sasuke settle in, and actually, Naruto and Sasuke actually go around before Danzo can even get there, takes all the Uchiha eyes. All of them. And Naruto literally catches Itachi before leaving and gives him a pair of Mangekyo Sharingans to trade with his own eyes. Itachi does do this, so he doesn't go blind, because he knows that Naruto and all of them are going around and taking all the other Sharingans. So at the end of the night, before even Danzo even gets there, because it's still going to be like 2 days, a whole another night before, until the morning, until Danzo actually gets there, because he doesn't want to be too suspicious of getting there too early to the villagers. Same with Hiruzen. He doesn't want them to see it instantly. So, yeah. So Naruto and him just completely in the night, completely dash around and collect all the eyes. Danzo, furious that when he gets there, there's no Uchiha eyes in any of them. Not a single one left. But oh surely, Naruto and Sasuke have them. All of them. Naruto and Sasuke ask Hiruzen to get a house together. Hiruzen says, sure, because technically Sasuke is the heir to the Uchiha. That means every penny Uchiha's at, every single one, are his now. So he just buys a Normal old house. Naruto, yeah, it's not going to be normal anymore. Literally, it's a normal 2-story house, 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom, a kitchen. It had a whole laundry room, darn. It had a living room, a dining room itself, a huge backyard, so you could train. Okay, so, and a basement. But basement was pretty small. Yeah, no, Naruto said, nah, we ain't doing this. Naruto literally tunnels into the basement, like in the basement, tunnels, huge, giant tunnel now. Completely fixes it back up. Boom. Instantly, there's like, Naruto literally puts because Naruto ain't stupid. He realizes his clan, he has a clan and they're masters at sealing. This man literally makes a seal that makes a wall, but only him and Sasuke can go through it. No one else. So for everyone else, it looks like a normal wall, feels like a normal wall, and no one can break it through it. To them, it looks like a normal wall still, but they just walk through it. And behind that wall, huge place with nothing but shelves of Uchiha eyes. So they hit him. Naruto, there's even the Forbidden Scroll up there. Naruto completely made a clone of it, like literally a copy of the Forbidden Scroll. And like huge. They even stole the whole Uchiha library, all of the Uchiha scrolls, put them in there. And Hiruzen's shocked when he finds out that there's no Uchiha eyes, scrolls, everything. Then he realizes Danzo must have took the eyes. And somehow he must have took the Uchiha scrolls. So he sends some of his Anbu. Then they find out he has neither. Then he realizes, what if Sasuke and Naruto took them? Because they weren't at school for the whole next day after the Uchiha massacre. And then the next day they said they were super tired for some reason. And then he realized they must have been collecting all the eyes and scrolls, and they must have hid it somewhere. He's thinking they probably realized that someone was going to probably steal the eyes and also the scrolls. He says that's fine as long as they have them. And then he goes and asks them, and he says, I'm not going to take them. I just want to know if you guys have them. Do you have the Uchiha scroll, all the Uchiha scrolls and lies? Naruto looks at Sasuke and says, you think he's trustworthy? Sasuke says, yes. They say, yes, we do. And that's only because they're Sasuke's rights to own. He technically is the heir to Uchiha. He owns all the Uchiha scrolls and eyes. And also the money. Technically, he owns the whole compound itself. But you said he's not ready to own that. So we bought a little house. Technically, and we're not going to tell you the location of either of them, the eyes or the scrolls. He says, fine. He leaves. Danzo, hearing that they have them, are irritated to freaking poo because his Root Anbu are watching. He is irritated to beyond belief because that, one, they hit it. Two, it's literally Itachi's younger brother, Sasuke, and Naruto the Demon Fox to him. That's all he sees them as. Itachi's younger brother and the demon. One of them could be both of them could be his greatest allies. Like, his weapons. The greatest weapons he could ever have. At the same time, if they're his enemies, 1, he's screwed. 2, he's screwed. 3, if he ever tries to ever sneak into their house, steal everything, he instantly will get trapped because he saw Naruto place a bunch of seals around the upper house. They can't see into the basement, so they don't know anything about the basement. But Naruto did place a bunch of trap seals down there too. The traps only go off if they're not Naruto or Sasuke. So if it's Sasuke or Naruto, they won't go off. But if it's anyone else, it will. But Naruto can activate and deactivate whenever. So when they have guests over, he can deactivate. And he can deactivate certain ones and not certain ones. Like, he can completely deactivate every place in the house, but every place in the house, and also keep the basement on at the same time so no one goes down there. And Danzo sees that he realized his darn clan jutsu, and he's like, "Oh frick, I'm done for," because all the Uzumaki seals are hugely vast. Hugely vast. Naruto only knows certain seals, but lordy lord. Because he's only learned a few. And you're going to be like wondering, how did he even get Uzumaki scrolls? Okay, so when he copied all of the Forbidden Scrolls, that means he unsealed every inch of the Forbidden Scroll. Seals inside the Forbidden Scroll that had other scrolls that were powerful. 1, Minato sealed all the Uzumaki scrolls in there for safekeeping. 1, Naruto knew they were the Uzumaki scrolls because it said, "For Uzumaki. And my son, Naruto Uzumaki." He so instantly knows, boom, I'm 4th son. He's irritated at the 3rd kind of... Ooh, sorry about that. I've literally been talking for this whole time without having a drink, so my voice got completely parched, and I just couldn't talk. But, yeah. So, literally, Naruto... Dang it, I forgot where I left off. Okay, yeah. He realized he's the 4th son. So he unsealed all those scrolls, and he didn't care. They were technically his, so he just took those. He didn't even bother copying them. No, they were his. He owned them. He took them all, without even worrying about copying them. So Naruto literally just... And then everything. He even, he copied everything. I don't think the Rasengan was in the Forbidden Scrolls. I'm just gonna say it's not, so he doesn't know that yet. But, so, Naruto and Sasuke are learning these forbidden jutsus in an underground training room, because there's the complete wall that has all the Sharingan eyes and all the Forbidden Scrolls, Uchiha Scrolls, and Uzumaki Scrolls. That's in one room. On the total other side of the room, there's another wall that's completely fake that they walk in, and that's a super big training ground, so huge. And, they just train there for the forbidden stuff. When they're training normally, they go up top so no one suspects anything. So, yeah, they got it all worked out and everything. So, Naruto and Sasuke are super training. So, they're super training. I know you're probably wondering, when do we get to the good part where Naruto becomes evil? I'll get there. It takes a minute. Okay? If you want it now, I'd have to give you a bunch of super time skips. A bunch. And that's because I have to do certain things in between some so you actually get the picture. So all that and stuff. And then they realize, because when Naruto was in the Hokage's place, it's the lowest is going to be paired with the highest. So Naruto realized he has to take one for the team and be the weakest of the class, because no one would ever allow Sasuke to ever be the lowest. So he just takes one. And Naruto and Sasuke so wanted Shikamaru on their team, but then they realized, wait, Inoshika Cho. And then they realized, yeah, he'd never be on our team. Because Choji, and Shikamaru are part of the Inoshika Cho thing. And everything. Naruto literally, like, bugs out, and he's like, he bugs. He just drops his level. He starts misbehaving and all this back to once he was. And Hiruzen's weirded out by this. But when he's with Sasuke and out of school, he doesn't do anything rash or anything. He's always calm, collected, cool. And also, when anyone's about to punch him in school, he's also super calm, collected, and destructive. And he hasn't taken that eye band off his eye. So, Hiruzen doesn't know Naruto has a Sharingan. Also, this is a Mangekyo Sharingan that Naruto got. Because I'd wanted to. Technically, he could never have the Mangekyo unless he trades unless he gets, like, he has Mangekyo. He can never have the eternal Mangekyo, is what I mean. Like, unless Sasuke takes out his eyes and turns his into eternal Mangekyos, and turn those into eternal Mangekyos, yeah, no. And then Sasuke would also have to take out his other eyes. Well, those eyes, and then put new ones in, because to make eternal Mangekyo again, and so Naruto could also have eternal. Yeah, but that's where I'm going to change it so Naruto can have the eternal. Stay tuned. So, actually, Naruto, just because he had the like a normal Mangekyo, he instantly trades it out. He had one of Mikoto's eyes that had the Mangekyo. He instantly traded that out for the other to get the eternal. So, instantly eternal. So, yeah. Naruto already has the eternal. Sasuke doesn't, but Naruto is okay. He literally said he will never use any Sharingan higher than what Sasuke has. And Sasuke says, thanks. Because Sasuke kind of got irritated at one point that Naruto had a stronger Sharingan than him. Naruto instantly said, 1, I won't use anything higher than yours unless I need to save you or someone else. Also, I'm probably never going to even use it, if anything. I don't want to use something that's not mine. That's your mother's thing. I'm not going to use it. I'm only going to use it when I need it. And if I really need it, then I'll use something higher. But I'm not going to use anything higher than what you have, because that's not right for me to use something that you don't already have. And Sasuke, knowing that Naruto's a true friend, and just feeling that friend, and just, he's thankful to Naruto that he does this. And Naruto's gonna actually completely keep this promise whatsoever. So Naruto completely flanks, and it's the end of the school year. And he literally asks Iruka, if I do amazing at this test, like so good that I surpass the best of the even Sasuke in all of this, would that change my score? He from dead last. He says no. Naruto says yes, super loud, and everyone's wondering why. Well, it's already too late, everyone. Well, if you realized, dead last gets paired with the strongest. Guess who's been the strongest this year? Sasuke. Right. I completely flunked for a purpose. I'm technically actually the second strongest, but I just flunked for the purpose because I wanted to be on Sasuke's team. He literally shouts this at everyone. They are dumbfounded. They just got played by Naruto and Sasuke at the same time. Sasuke and Naruto just high five and be like, yeah. And everyone else is completely still shocked at this. They don't know what to say. Iruka's like, how'd you know that? Naruto says, my secret only. So, and he's like, okay. So, literally, yeah. So, Naruto and just completely passes everyone. Even Sasuke, but only by a little bit. Sasuke and Naruto does a shadow clone because he doesn't have that much chakra. He does a shadow clone. It exhausts him, but Iruka instantly gives 10 points plus bonus because he just did a shadow clone. Naruto, hundreds of shadow clones. Iruka, Naruto didn't even have to do any of the others. He instantly won just because of the shadow clones. Sasuke hits 10 out of 10 of the darn shurikens. Naruto, shadow shurikens, hits all of them 3 times. And everyone's still shocked. Iruka, check with even bonuses with that one. Then, transformation. Sasuke actually does a clone again, and then uses transformation, giving him extra points. Then, Naruto does 100 shadow clones again, transforms them into each a different person, and he instantly would have passed. He just instantly passed. And Iruka, everyone seeing that Naruto is probably stronger than Sasuke, realized, yeah, they definitely darn tricked us, because if Naruto actually took the thing serious, he would have been way better than Sasuke. And Sasuke even knows this, because he knows that Naruto's a darn Uzumaki that has so strong of so much chakra that it's almost the size of the tailed beast's chakra. And he knows he'll never be able to get that level of chakra just because of DNA. And he doesn't care. He's like, that's just a better ability. Because for an Uchiha, they can turn off and on their Sharingan. So it doesn't waste their chakra that fast. Because if they kept it on all the time, if they kept it on for 4 days straight using it and using jutsu for the whole time, they would instantly collapse. Probably even die out of chakra exhaustion. Naruto, on the other hand, he can't turn off his Sharingan. So, any other person that can't do that, using a bunch of jutsu, and it already being on all the time, that's gonna hurt their chakra supply. But, because Naruto is the god of chakra, literally the best human with the most chakra, this man could have the Sharingan on twice as long with using a bunch of jutsu than a normal Uchiha that can turn off and on his Sharingan. So, literally, boom. Sasuke is so happy that his friend had the amount of chakra that he does, because without that chakra, he wouldn't have been able to use that Sharingan a lot whatsoever. And that kind of irritates Sasuke, because he always loves sparring with Naruto with the Sharingans. So, yeah. So Naruto can use it for a long time. And so, for literally, Naruto literally, both of them use the 2 Tomoe in their throwing thing to get them all correct. Sasuke did. He flickered it on for a sec and then flickered it off. Naruto, on the other hand, he jumped up like Itachi. Didn't do the spin, though. He quickly picked up his eye patch, threw him off, pulled it back down as he was going down so no one would see, and hit them. They got hit. All of them got hit. All the targets. That's how he hit them all. So, and boom. So, they instantly both get on a team, and here comes the shocker. Big shocker. Sakura did not actually pass. 1, her arm got broke in like the first year. 2, when Naruto did that, he broke it so bad that Sakura can barely move her arm anymore till this day. Like, she can use it normally, but if she goes to hit anything, it will instantly shatter again. And so she quit after the 3rd year. So she didn't even get to go. And no one else passed other than the original. So they had to make a special team. So they used Ino-Shika-Cho and those 2. Because Ino-Shika-Cho, that's more of a just hold back, like a defense team kind of. Like, Shikamaru would hold them in place. Ino would trap, mind jutsu them, and then Choji would also kind of hold them in place with his thing, kind of stop them. They're kind of like a team that would just stop, hold people back, like a wall. But with Sasuke and Naruto they're the wall, and Naruto and Sasuke are the power. It's like Ino-Shika-Cho are the shield, Naruto and Sasuke are the spear in that team. That's how that team is separated. And, everyone knew, rest in peace if you ever met that team. Nah. And because it's such a big team, and Sasuke's on that, and also Naruto, they put Kakashi on there. So, Kakashi's in there. And Naruto, Sasuke, and Shikamaru are still best friends. Choji and Ino, they kinda are okay with Naruto. They started hanging out with him a little bit. Choji realized that he was wrong. He's not a monster. He's just... that's what he thought, because that's what his parents told him. So Choji says sorry to Naruto and says he wants to be friends. And so does Ino. But Ino has a different reason for changing her mind. 1, she saw what Naruto did to Sakura. She said, rest in peace if I ever do that. So she said, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be his friend. That's why she's his friend. So, and Shikamaru instantly knowing what the whole thing is about, and Naruto and Sasuke, because these guys are geniuses, technically, still. Because Naruto, Sasuke, and Shikamaru play Shoji a lot. Shoji, that's the name. Shoji. And they play that a lot. And if you don't know what it is, I don't really either. I think it's like a strategy game. They have to, make sure you win. It's kind of like chess, but I think it's Japanese chess. Kind of. And I think it's more strategy and, also, more characters and stuff. Look it up if you want to actually know what it is. I don't. I'm not looking it up. So, they do that, and they have become geniuses, just like Shikamaru. Some even would say they are literally almost the exact same as not Shikamaru in IQ level. So they are geniuses, instantly knowing. And those two are okay to team. And like these guys, boom, Naruto, Sasuke charging head first. Then Sasuke two Tomoe instantly on. Naruto lifts up his head like his darn well, he actually Naruto used to have like a darn pirate patch, but now he kind of does the same thing with Kakashi and pulls his headband down. He lifts up his headband and has his freaking Sharingan blazing in two Tomoe. So boom, they're powering. And Shikamaru already knew that he had the Sharingan because yeah, he just knew. He literally purposely said no using Sharingan in the darn Choji matches so they would actually get smarter. And Naruto and them, Sasuke didn't use it. Dang it, I literally forgot his name for a sec. So literally, yeah. So they didn't use it, but when they were in the final exams, darn, Shikamaru instantly knew that he used his Sharingan. He had a Sharingan. So he knew. So the others are completely shocked about him having a Sharingan, though. So they're fighting, and while Kakashi is fighting them, Shikamaru, Ino completely controls his mind. Choji jumps up, grabs him with his giant arms. Naruto and Sasuke also grab him and hold him, and Shikamaru also uses his shadow possession. Then darn Ino comes out of it, runs over there, grabs all the bells for them. And Kakashi is completely, utterly shocked that they actually work together, and also, one, they got the bells. And also, he lost! Like, if this wasn't a situation of life and death, he just lost his life. And he's like, I just lost to 5 Genin. Genin! So, he's utterly ashamed. Utterly ashamed. And Kakashi, realizing now he has 2 people on his team that has the Sharingan, he literally tells them that's all for today, and they pass. And like, he instantly goes to Hokage and tells them that Naruto had a Sharingan. Hokage, realizing, says that I knew. He says, huh? Why do you think I put you on the team? Not just for Sasuke. For Naruto. He had the Sharingan. He said, how do you know? One, they told me that they had all the Uchiha's all the Sharingan, and all the Uchiha library books. One, also, I figured out that Naruto stole the Uzumaki scrolls. Huh? Also, he's copied the frickin' Forbidden Scroll. Seriously? Yep. This was one of the days I was drunk, and also, the Ambu Warrior too. We were having a drinking competition, and, he stole it right out of our nose. Right under our noses. So, yeah. And then, yeah. And also, he was missing an eye. What do you expect? Sasuke to just let Naruto lose an eye? Nah. Second, and Naruto was there with Sasuke at the Uchiha Massacre. How'd you know? One, they started living with each other. So this is gonna actually be the end of the video. Bye.